next, we'll see two workhorses toting the rock. Saquon and his Giants battling Zeke and his Cowboys. Can Dallas make it 8 wins in the last 9 against New York? Find out next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes this Dallas offense led by Dak Prescott in his 6th season now as the Cowboy quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. A give to Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Defense had a chance to get opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Afadi Adenabo. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Giants under head coach Joe Judge. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. We're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive, field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Handoff.
And able to get this one across the 45. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Newton. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. For Galladay, you take a look at the numbers from last week. 6 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Newton. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper. 17 yards, 1st down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Newton. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Play action now. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing. Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down carry by Elliott. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. He stiff arms him. And he's taken down inside the 30. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will knot us up at 10.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
They'll run with Elliott, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Blake Martinez, the Giants' leading tackler last year, in to make the stop there.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Newton. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Newton. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 11.
From the gun, here's Newton. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key 3rd down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball, let him pick it up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Again, Newton to keep it.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Throwing again is Newton. His throw caught right around the 6. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Gano's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
First down, Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott
over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A first down throw for Prescott.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Pettis now on the return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go, let's go.
The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they give him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Prescott to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. He's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Prescott off play action. And that is incomplete. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
New York ready to go again offensively.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. option. Here's Newton. Finds a seam inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Gano now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
3 yards the gain there, second down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Oh, nice move. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this He's had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Newton to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For Cam Newton, the arm strength, maybe not what it was circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a big one there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Boy, CeeDee Lamb so prolific in Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Pettis now on the return.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Newton on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Throwing. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Play action now. Prescott. Now he'll escape to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead. And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Keanu Neal, the former Falcon, up to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Newton out to the right here to Shepard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. Able to slither by. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. A first down carry for Barkley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll go to Barkley again. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The Giants on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And Godot's kick is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain for second down.
Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. To the air again, Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
And they'll begin by running the option.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, Newton. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Now Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, and he rifles one incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
And that'll make it 3rd down. Now Prescott.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take him the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.